What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Resident Evil 2. We're going to be starting this part off with a boss fight. So we're going to go ahead and store everything except for something to heal, which I'm going to bring one first aid. I'm also going to bring 2 combat knives and the flash grenade. You don't have to bring the first aid necessarily, but I'm going to, just in case I get swiped with one of Birkin's claw attacks. That can be kind of unpredictable. I'm gonna head all the way down here. Grab myself a hand grenade. Also gonna be using that in the boss fight. Basically, what you'll find out is that the knives are kind of our bread and butter for boss fights. The knife does so much damage in this game. So, basic strategy, run up to him, try to slash his arm and torso.
No choice. Gotta take it down.
Now, switch over to hand grenade. That a toss. Go back up. Keep slashing away at her. At this point, switch over to the flash. Now I'm gonna bring out the undamaged knife. Just keep slashing. I try to stay behind him because most of his attacks can only that. See that right there? That's why we brought the first aid. And that's Birkin.
Somebody's watching me.
So we didn't have to use either of the knives as far as a self-defense option, but we did need that first aid. There's going to be plenty of heals down here to grab to make up for it. So I don't really mind at all using one first aid. Let's see, we got red herb, got some more handgun ammo. And even a handgun, or even a hand grenade to make up for the one you lost. Now we're going to head on up the ladder. Make our way into this room to the right. Open this locker, grab the gunpowder. Another green herb behind the door. Our way on up here, pull this lever. This part, unfortunately, no way to speed this up. Just kind of gotta wait for the bridge to move into place. Now we're gonna be storing a bunch of stuff. I'll keep one of my knives just in case, but we're basically going to store everything else. And we're going to get out shotgun and shotgun shells. Also going to go ahead and grab an extra ink ribbon for later, for when I want to make another save. Skip this cutscene. We don't have the garage key card yet.
Hey!
We're not going to follow Ada just yet. Instead, we're going to run over here to the left. We're going to grab a part to upgrade our handgun. Examine this toolbox. Inside we have a car key, which we're going to use back in the garage. And before leaving, we're just going to grab even more shotgun shells. You can never have too many of those. Heading on back out to the garage. We will examine the key, unlock the trunk, and we have the stock for our Matilda. Get rid of that car key now. What the stock does is it basically turns the Matilda into a semi-automatic weapon, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice. Got ammo there. Make sure we kill this guy. It looked like he was dead, but he's not. And he can be a pain in the butt a little later on. That's Ben. Hi, Ben. Grab the crank tool. Ben meets Mr. X and has a pretty bad day. Pretty grisly cutscene if you ever want to watch it. I know it seems like we're just running back and forth, but that's just kind of how this part is. Head to the right, though. We're going to grab a blue herb at the end of this hall. The first blue herb we've gotten all game. There's some zombie dogs in these kennels. 3 of them. They all have to die. Sorry, dog lovers. They're already kind of dead, though. Run to the end of this room. Pull out this slab. Grab ourselves an extra flash grenade. And in the second one, there's going to be an extra red herb for us. I didn't pull it out far enough, I guess. My bad. Go ahead and combine red and blue herbs. We use our handy dandy crank tool. And we crank it all about. Head on in here. Grab this box. Examine said box. Inside we have an electronic part. The first of 2 that we're going to need for a little puzzle later on. And right here on this power generator, just flip the last 2 switches, get the power back going. There's a dog in this room that has to die. Grabbing that green herb, we can combine it with the red and blue. Got ourselves a full heal. With like, it also just lets us take an extra hit or gives us poison resistance. That's what the blue part does. Yeah, that one there, you gotta have your shotgun out and ready for when he comes bounding over.
Now, yesterday morning, I came out into the front yard and the dogs were across the road. And as soon as they saw me, they came bounding over. And I just made it into the front door in time.
And that's the last dog. that high-grade gunpowder. Now that the power's back on, you can take a nice leisurely stroll for a moment. Let no bad happen to us. Store a bunch of stuff. For now, gonna get out 2 gunpowders, 2 regular gunpowders. Combine them with the high-grade gunpowder. Grab this blue herb. So we get another high-grade gunpowder there. Combine. I got plenty of shotgun rounds, some more handgun ammo, and in here we have this electrical part. And we're gonna store that handgun ammo and that blue herb for later. Yeah, inventory looks good. Couple zombies in here.
Ah, shit!
They've all gotta die. Pop that one's head. Okay. Alright, gonna use our electrical part. Pull this knife out of here. Poor guy right here's gotta die. Pop his head. Run on up here. We're gonna need to use our handy dandy crank one last time. And we'll be able to get rid of it. Discard that bad boy. Extra flash grenade. I'm gonna grab that. Blue herb. Grab that. And I'm gonna grab this big gear. Right outside here, there's another blue herb that I'll go ahead and grab. And I'll head down the ladder. Couple zombies shaking that door, trying to get out. I'm gonna go ahead and combine these. There's a couple green herbs down here, and combine those with our blue herbs. Pull the lever. Shoot said zombies in the head. It's okay, I'll come back for them. Grab the clover key. And we're gonna store some stuff. Let's store one of our knives. Let's store flash grenade for right now. I'm gonna get out my Matilda stock. And my actual Matilda. I'm going to store my shotgun too. Combine the Matilda with the stock. And carefully make our way out here. We got bit. That's alright though.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Now what?
See what I was saying about the semi-automatic Matilda? It's pretty nice. It's a nice gun. Don't worry, Leon. Hang in there. I'll have you in tip-top shape here in a second. Pull the lever. Grab some extra handgun rounds. Grab this red herb, combine it. And we're going to use super herb. Plus it gives us a shield. We're going to lure Mr. X outside to the balcony. And we're kind of just going to try and bait him into going for a punch here. That wasn't a big punch, but it was good enough. Basically, once he does a punch, he's kind of stuck in the animation. He has to recover. So you can use that to get ahead of him a little bit. Lower area. Should be perfectly fine. Just gonna hold off on grabbing anything else. Now what I am gonna do is walk in this room. Walk on in here. Not run. Good thing we boarded up that window earlier. We're gonna use our clover key right here. It's okay that we ran in because grab that tool, jiggle this handle on this door, and for some reason that's gonna despawn that liquor out in the hallway. So now we can run. We're just waiting for Mr. X. There he is. Gonna loop him around the bookshelf. We are so good. Just fine. So, the reason when we ran through the library early in the game, we moved the bookshelves early except for one. That was so, right here, we only have to do one move. Which basically guarantees Mr. X will never catch us. I have to do that one move with the bookcases. Get them all in place. Over here. I'm gonna bank a hard right. Hope for the best. Made it. I use our big old key. Big old gear. Back. I'm gonna need that. Get on up. Take the small gear out. Replace it with the big gear. we just head back down the stairs. Put the small gear in place. Finishes
Hope I don't
that
have to write a
puzzle.
report on this.
Now, before we head out, the end of this hall, large gunpowder, pretty nice. Don't want to miss that. There's not too many of those. What's nice is Mr. X cannot get us in here no matter how hard he wants to, so we are perfectly safe. Grab that box, go ahead and examine it, and get our second electronic part. Now we're just going to see. Mr. X is not here, but we will have to take out that zombie. I don't know where Mr. X wandered off to, but as soon as we fired our gun, it alerted him. So he could pop up anywhere now. Trying to avoid waking up Marvin. We're going to go ahead and store the clover key. I keep the knife on me just in case. I am going to bring out my flash grenade. Bring out a first aid just in case. Get out an ink ribbon. Cut through here. We're almost done with the RPD. Assuming Mr. X doesn't pop up and get in our way. Should be just fine. And we made it. Yeah, I don't know where Mr. X went after the gear room, but we don't have to worry about him for a moment. Now we gotta cut back through the parking garage, but now there's zombie dogs in here. So the only strategy I know for this part is just to run serpentine. Hopefully their lunges miss. Got tagged there, but it didn't even do damage. That was perfect. Pop in these electronic parts. Pretty simple little puzzle there. Nothing too crazy. Sorry, Ben. You won't need this anymore. We're just going to take the key card off Ben there. Grab an extra first aid.
What are they after?
Pull this lever. Chuck the flash grenade. Chuck the second one.
Give me a break.
Stuns Mr. X. And we're gonna run on through here. He might pop out like the Kool-Aid Man, but it doesn't matter. Gonna use this key card. Pretty good time. This section, Ada likes to walk pretty slow. So if you just run on ahead, she'll start running to catch up with you. which kind of speeds up how fast she opens the door down here.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess. Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
And we just wait. We just wait a moment.
What a mess.
Little upgrade for our shotgun. Pretty nice. Some more handgun ammo. Skip the saddest cutscene in the game.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus.
While
Turns
Ada's
people
yapping,
into
we just
indestructible
run on
monsters.
ahead.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Birkin. She's the one in Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus. This is how we get to Annette.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
Well said. After you.
Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here. Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Welcome to corporate America. Umbrellas control raccoons.
Jesus! That an earthquake?
Big
What
old
the hell?
gator. Big old sewer gator.
Again?
Don't take him out the old-fashioned way.
No chance. You're stuck with me to the end.
With my gun. Now for this, all you do, run left. I run right.
Holy shit!
Stay right, and then run left. Oh my God, he's gonna get us. We're gonna gate us through tonight. So that's another hand grenade.
Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
Now we just wait for Ada to drop this ladder.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just get up here. Can't say I didn't warn you.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
Come on, Ada.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. Scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous.
Alright. Here's where we're going to be making our second save. So in the next episode, we'll be doing the sewers. Have a great day, guys. Take care.